Niall, a 5-2 win this afternoon against Harlan Wolf Welders. You've spoke at times this season about Portadown team playing one half. Is that another example of it here this afternoon, do you think?
Well, I think I would be okay. I can't stand here and tell fibs. I think the levels of our first half were extraordinary. I thought we were we looked hungry, had a real desire about us. Won first and second ball in the middle of the park. We broke out on them numerous times, and on our front four, really, and Eamon, Kenny, Mac, and wee Maisie, they couldn't cope with. They just simply couldn't cope with. But I think you have to also turn around and praise. You have to praise the Welders as well. People think that you dominate football for 75, 80 minutes. It doesn't happen. Welders come out. Welders are a good side, and I know they're going through a sticky patch at the minute. But they're heavily fancied to be winning leagues or challenging for this league, and they will be, in my opinion. But what I will say is, I thought we managed the last 15 minutes of the game much better. Probably put my hands up. I should have maybe dropped Gary in front of the back four a wee bit earlier in the game just to get, because they had went front four, which meant man to man everywhere really. So I should have maybe dropped Gary in previously 5-10 minutes before it did. But we got there in the end, and I thought, delighted. I'm just delighted for the players. They're showing real character, and I've said many times when we lost 2-0 to Dundalk here, it takes character and it takes a good set of to come and face up things, and we reacted fantastically well against Newton, and we've reacted brilliantly. And it's more important, we want to develop a place here at Shamrock Park that teams don't want to come, and I think that'll go a long way towards that.
The normal players getting in the highlights. This evening we're talking about Ryan Mace has picked up man of the match, but I know you want to talk about a few players that you think that are putting in tremendous performances week in week out, and maybe slipping under the radar a wee bit. Notably, the likes of Lee Chapman there this afternoon.
I think Lee's been outstanding from the very first moment we moved him to right back. I think the blessing there was he told me he was a right back at Glentoran when he was a kid, whenever we were sitting looking at that situation, so it helped a lot. But I think he's been outstanding, but I have to say it too, everything that we do, Johnny, it's not about, and Ryan Mays will tell you this himself, it's not about Maisie collecting bottles of champagne and stuff like that there. Everything we do is a collective, and it has to be a collective if you want to be a real, good side. You need that togetherness. We have a good bunch of players now. I think we've adapted from early season in regards to, I think the championship shocked quite a few players that we have and we brought to the club who had never really played in the championship. So I think we've all adapted to that, and everybody understands how difficult this league is from one game to the next. But I would certainly say that, whenever we're right, and I say it in my notes with you all the time, if we get ourselves right, like we did in the first half, we'll be hard pushed against anybody. We fear nobody, there's no doubt about that, but we've got to be right. And it showed maybe for 25 minutes in the second half that it's a tough league to stay in control of games continuously through the 90 minutes. But I think overall, I don't think anybody would shy away from the fact we could have been coming in even more goals in the first half. I thought we were magnificent, but I'm just listening. I'm no difference from anybody else, Yeah, it's a wonderful win. We'll take our highs and we'll enjoy the night. But we're very, very grounded here. The highs can be high, but the lows we've got to move on from them quickly. So very proud of the players. I think ultimately when you're talking about things like this here, it's all about the players. We're only there trying to help, and I'm really, really proud of them at the minute. They're putting in fantastic shifts, and we look a hungry team, and that's probably what I had with my successful teams. So we're hoping that we can keep that hunger, that desire, because we do know that every team's coming hot and heavy to beat us. So I'm very proud of them, and they've been a credit to the club today.
Special mention to young Sam Cochran, came off the bench there. He's won a penalty for the team there, and then has provided the assist as well. Yep. It's good to see somebody like that making their mark in the first team.
I think we realise with Sam's a local lad. It's his dream to be out at Shamrock Park here, and he's fulfilling his dream and stuff like that there. But he has got so much raw things going for him. We have to try and nurture that and evolve him and get his final last third decisions right, which he done today in a couple of instances. But there was a couple of instances where, we want him to be more clever. But that's just a process, and it's going to take a wee bit of time to get. But he has natural raw attributes. He's got pace, he's got strength, he's an eye for goal. So we want to concentrate and try and get him better and get his in the last third of the pitch, get his decision making more consistent. but we're over the moon for him. He's a local boy, and as I said many times, our supporters love to see local boys playing for them, and he's earned his right today. He came off the bench today, and thankfully, the penalty that he got us at that particular time was absolutely crucial, and it won us a game really.
No problem. Thank you, Niall.
You're
Cheers.
welcome, Johnny.